Hello friends, it's Astro here and welcome back to Human Resource Machine. Last time we completed, the busy mailroom, we didn't get that as efficient, I'll tell you what, we didn't get that as efficient as we could, but what we'll do is push on and we'll see if we can continue, because we've completed this whole yellow tree, including the extra challenge modes here at the end, but we'll push all the way through and then we'll come back and do full completion at the end, if we feel like it. So today, Zero Exterminator. Hey, it's you again. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Or 10 years? Well, further up the blue tree, probably. I have a note here from your other boss that says, from this point on, your performance will be evaluated with extra scrutiny. So it's the same as last time. What a treat. Send all things that are not zero to the outbox. Okay. So, this should be fairly simple, obviously. It jumps only if the value you are holding is 0. Otherwise, it continues to the next line. Alright, so we want inbox, then jump if 0, but otherwise, outbox. Is that going to work? Let's find out. Alright, so I got a 3. That's not a 0. Oh shit, whoops. Then we're going to need a big jump loop to wrap around the whole thing. Okay, let's try that again. Inbox, it's an 8, so this is fine. Outbox, right. And if it's 0, jump and toss it away. Oh, look at that. Gotcha. D can go through. These two zeros should be ignored. We should follow the jump. Throw them away. Here comes the 3. Speed that up. Sweet. Gotcha. 4 or fewer. We're done. Speed challenge. 23 or fewer. Done ski. Excellent. These challenges can be very difficult and in many cases not possible to optimize both simultaneously with one solution. Well, that's something to bear in mind. Okay. Zero Preservation Initiative. What's this all about? It has come to our attention that the Zero Advocacy community felt that the previous assignment was not inclusive. This time, send only zeros to the outbox. What happens to the other numbers and letters? Management leaves that detail up to you. Well, I'm just going to throw them on the floor, I believe. So we're going to inbox, right? And then... Okay, so we need to... jump if 0. Alright. Jump if 0 and then outbox it. And then otherwise I don't care. No, wait. Wait a minute. I've gotten myself looped up here. I don't want that yet. Yeah, that's... What? Yeah, cool. Okay. And I don't want that yet. Okay, that's cool. So I want to inbox something. And then... I eventually want to outbox something. But first, I need to, if it's not 0, I need to do things. How are we going to figure this one out, boys and girls? I think that, so if 0, we jump. And then otherwise, we jump back to the start. And then at the end of the loop, we also need a start jump, right? So we inbox. If it's 0, we skip this jump to the out and go to the outbox, and then we loop back. If it is not 0, it's going to jump straight back up to here and then inbox again. Yeah, that should do the trick. Let's find out. So this 7, when it picks it up, should jump back and then inbox straight away. Pick it up, inbox. 0, outbox. Good, jump. 2, toss. Yep, toss, and let's crank through these. Loop, loop, loop. Done. Sweet. Easy peasy. Alright, size challenge 5 or fewer. Done. Excellent. Speed challenge 25. Done. Oh, 28. Okay. We might have to come back and look into this boy. But I've gotten 1 star for that one, so that's good. Sub-hallway. What's this? Is it a hallway in a submarine? Subtraction? Aha, I never learned this in school, did you? Oh, of course. We're a good team. Alright, so now we get sub. For each two things in the inbox, first subtract the first from the second and put the result in the outbox. Subtract the first from the second. Okay, so we're going to inbox, then we're going to copy 2, so we'll put the first into 0, and then we're going to inbox, and then sub-0, sub-0, and then outbox, and then, nope, and then jump to start, right? So we'll take the first one into 0, then subtract the second one from the first, and then outbox it. Okay, let's try. Oh shit, how did I manage that? My god, what have I done? Did I? Oh, right, I moved the outbox instead of the jump slide. I wasn't watching clearly enough. Inbox, copy to 0, inbox, sub-0, outbox, jump. Great, let's go. Right? 8, sub, gives us 7. Good. Inbox, yep. -1, gives us... Let's go back over that, shall we? Because the first one worked okay. First, subtract the first from the second. Yeah. So we put the first into 0. And then inbox sub-0. Oh. And then subtract the second from the first and put the result in the outbox. Okay, so this is a bit more complicated than what I had originally thought it was going to be. Alright, so... how are we going to figure this out? I think it's going to have to be... right. I think we're going to have to use more buffers here. Let's clear this out. Let's clear this. So, let's start from scratch. We're going to inbox... and then drop that into 0. So that's the first value. Right? And then we need to keep a copy of the second one in okay. So we'll store them both separately, right? And then we've got the second result in our hands at this point. So we then need to subtract the first. So we sub 0, right? And then put that in the outbox. And then we need to subtract the second from the first. So we need to then pick up the first and then subtract the second and then outbox that. And then that should be it. So copy, subtract the second from the first. Sorry. No, but yeah, subtract the first, which is 0, from the second, which is 1. And then copy from 0 and subtract the second, and then we outbox, and then good. Okay, good. Ready? Let's see if that works. Alright. And then put 7 into 1, and then subtract. Good. So, first step good. Now, copy from, copy to. Ding, ding, ding. Love it. 10 or fewer. Gotcha. Speed challenge, 40 steps. Yay. Excellent stuff. Alright. Equalization. What does this entail? Sometimes, some numbers are bigger than other numbers, well, obviously, and sometimes they are the same. How can we know? I read about that here in this great book, Which Number Are You? For the Aspirational Zero. You can borrow it later. Thanks, dude. I'll hit you up on that. Hello, world. Okay, so get two things from the inbox. If they are equal, put one of them into the outbox. Discard non-equal pairs. Repeat. And you also get comments. You can use them, if you like, to make sections of your program. Oh, that's what this is. Okay, that's cool. Sweet. Alright. Okay. We'll get rid of that. Okay, and we'll get rid of that. Okay, cool. So, here's how this is going to work. We're going to need to read. We're going to need to then place that into 0. And we want to compare 0. Oh, I know. So if we read it in and copy to 0, then we read the next one in and copy to 0. If we... not copy to 0. So, hang on. Here we go. I got this. So, read in, copy to 0. And then subtract what's in my hand. So when I read in again, I subtract that one. If it's 0, what did they say? If they are equal, put one of them into the outbox and disregard non-equal pairs. Okay. So if it's 0, then I want to okay. If what's in my hands after this is 0, then it means that what's in the copy from was equal to the first value, right? That's the logic behind it. So at that point, I then need to, if 0, I don't really want this to loop down, so hang on, let's pull it up here, and then copy from 0 to outbox, okay, and then, I don't want that then to outbox, and then inbox and inbox, and that should be fine, right? Is that going to do what I want it to do? It should do, surely. So, oh no, hang on, because when I loop into this, when I start the program, it's going to try to copy from 0. So the start of the program needs to then jump into an inbox grab, right? And then da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. If it is 0, then it jumps back and loops and outboxes. But if it's not 0, then I need to jump back to the very beginning. Okay, so here we go. Program start. Jump to inbox, copy to 0. Inbox, check. If it is 0, then they're equal, so copy from 0 to outbox. If it's not 0, piss it off, and we go straight back to the start, where we jump back into the inbox gather. Yeah? That makes sense? Let's find out. Here we go. 4. Cool. Is 2 the same as 4? Nope, it's not 0. Alright, here we go. Here's our first matching pair. 8 minus 8 is 0, which means that it is, which means that we throw it through. Yes. Okay, so that should do the trick. These ones won't match. 9 minus that. No, not 0. Cool. And then 9. Or minus 9. Subtract minus 9. Gives us 0, which gives us minus 9. Yeah, look at that. Excellent. Da-da-da-da. 9 or fewer. 27. Ah, 29. Okay, we're going to have to come back to that one. Continue to elevator, please. Maximization room. There's been a change of plans. The accounting department has determined that treating all numbers equally is no longer profitable. Management wants the big numbers only. Alrighty then. So, how are we going to figure this out? Grab 2 things from the inbox and put only the bigger of the 2 in the outbox. If they are equal, just pick either one, then repeat. You got a new command. It jumps only if the thing you're holding is negative, which is less than 0. Okay. So if I do the same thing where I copy to the buffer, and then I compare what's in my hand to the buffer, if I subtract them, then if it's... How am I going to suss this? Alright, well look, first, we need to inbox. That goes without saying. And we need to droppy that in... droppy copy into 0. And then we need to get the second object. Cool. And we need to... So same as last time, we need to subtract 0. Now, if it's... Alright, let's do it this way. If it's 0... Let's just do the same sort of loop that we did last time, right? If it's here, then we're going to outbox it, because it says if it's equal, just pick either one, right? So that's cool, we're done. We can just then copy from 0 and outbox, and then jump back to the start, and then jump back to the inbox, right? So this is the same, basic same loop that we had last time. So this one here, hang on, let's put a comment in. So, right, well, cool. So right out. Oh, that's really terrible. Let's... I don't know if that's really necessary at this stage. Okay, we can follow this without doing that. It'd be nice if you could type in them, but anyway. I suppose this is probably... It kind of feels like this is kind of designed as a bit of a tablet-y based thing as well. I'd quite enjoy playing this on a tablet. Like on an iPad or something. Anyway, so... So that's... For equal stuff, we've got that sorted. But... grab 2 things from the inbox and only put the bigger one. Okay. Does that need to be a negative jump? Because if it subs... Okay, let's debug this. Right. And then we copy to 0. And then we inbox. So this is larger. And then we subtract 0. Right. So we've... Okay, the second one was larger, so now what we're going to do... Okay, we'll stop debugging there. So the second one was larger, so now we need to add... But we don't want that to happen if it's the other... So if it's the other way around, it's going to be negative. So if it's negative... Okay, here we go. If it's negative, we just jump... Like... Where? Up to here, where we... Here? And we inbox again? So if it's... Yeah, if we do that and it gets negative, it means that the one... No, shit. Hang on. Yeah, it means that the one in the box is going to be the larger one, right? Yeah, that makes sense. If it's negative, then it'll do that. If it's not negative, then we want to add what's in the box back to the box. And then we want to jump to... Holy shit, where are we going here? Well, no, we just want to jump to... I guess we jump to here? And this jump 0 doesn't need to be there anymore, right? Okay, so let's follow the logic on this now. Oh my god, this is getting complicated. Maybe I do need to start using comments. Right, so, here we go. We jump here, inbox. Then we copy to 0. Then we inbox the second value. Then we subtract 0. If it's negative, then... Right, if it's negative, then that means that the one that we're holding, or the one that we were holding, was smaller. In which case, we copy the one that's on the ground and outbox that. And then... outbox that. And then we jump back to the start and then jump back. Okay, so that's unnecessary. Okay. So, jump back to here, outbox, proceed. Then we inbox, copy to inbox. So, if it's negative, we outbox. Jump if negative, copy from the ground and outbox. Then, if it's not negative, then we pick up what's on the ground, because it means that what was in our hand originally was, yeah, so we add them back together again, right, add the difference, and then we jump back to here and outbox it, and then that'll also do the same thing if it's equal. Because if it's 0 is not going to be classified as negative. Okay, so let's debug this. Do inbox, copy to out, and then we grab an inbox. Then, okay, so the one on the ground in this case is larger. So when we subtract this, right, it's negative. So now we jump back to here, and we pick up the 7 again, and we outbox that. Good. Then next time, copy to 0. Alright. So, negative again. We read from 0. Alright, let's just play through this now. It looks like we've got it. Good. And then 1. Yep. And 1 gives us 0, which means read either 1. Good. Okay, great. Yeah, we got this. And then 1. And then 4. Minus 1. Okay. Add them back together. Sweet. Done. Good as that. Alright, 10 or fewer commands. Oh, we actually got that shit. And 34 steps. Ah, look at that. Excellent stuff. Alright. Employee morale insertion. I'm not sure if I really like the term insertion in this case. I think maybe you could have gone with a different term than that, guys. Maybe, just maybe, you could have made that a little more palatable. Alright, let's have a look. Click.
That, ladies, is how I saved a bundle on my long-distance telephone service.
Okay. Oh, what's going on?
Back to work, everyone.
Okay. Nice. I could do with a cup of coffee. What's going on, news lady?
A massive army of machines has surrounded the city. The machines are not moving, and they are not communicating. Local authorities are investigating.
Local authorities are investigating. I'd be a bit more worried about it if you had a massive army. And describing them as an army. Jeez. Alright. Let's do, I'll tell you what, we'll leave this for now. We're hitting the end of my sort of how long I like to play for. Yeah, okay. So we've got a couple that we're going to need to go back to and figure out how to get them super more efficient. But at this stage, I think we're doing pretty good. Pretty good. Alright guys, well, thank you very much for tuning in. I do hope that you enjoyed this little taste of something different. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. See ya.